Welcome dear students to Raya Shikshan Sanstha's Western Region English Medium. Today we are going to learn Standard 4th subject EVS 2. Lesson number 13. Shivaji gives the slip to the emperor. Video number 29. In previous lesson we learned that how Shivaji signed a treaty of peace and according to its terms he handed over 23 forts and territory with revenue of 4 lakh horns to the emperor. This treaty was signed in the year 1665, which was known as Treaty of Purandar. And according to the great general over there, Mirza Raja Jai Singh, he also suggested Shivaji to go and meet the emperor in Agra, and Shivaji agreed for this. Now, let us see what happens when Shivaji reaches to meet the emperor in Agra. In our lesson 13, Shivaji gives the slip to the emperor. Shivaji had already decided and he is about to leave to Agra to visit to emperor. Before leaving to meet emperor, Shivaji handed over the all administration of the Swaraj to his beloved mother Jijabai, and he took her blessings. After that, he alone with his son Sambhaji Raje and some of his trusted Sardar went with a large treasure, that is money, a lot of valuable things. He moved towards Agra and finally reached Agra. Shivaji showed his spirit at the emperor's court. Shivaji at the court of the emperor. He attended the emperor's darbar. Young Sambhaji Raje was also with Shivaji. It was the 50th birthday of Aurangzeb, and after finishing court in a Diwane Khas is a place where all the guests of all the states were received. The emperor entered the hall where matter of the states were discussed. This place is a place all the Sardars, chief of different ranks would assemble, and they were given places according to their status. Shivaji was a king of the state of Maharashtra, and according to his position as a king, he should have been respected and given a place to sit in a first rows. But what happened? The emperor wanted to insult Shivaji, and so Shivaji was put in one of the back rows. Jaswant Singh Rathod, whom the Marathas had put to flight on many occasions, was in the rank ahead of Shivaji. But Shivaji was not given his respect, his due place, and therefore Shivaji became very angry. Shivaji was not a person who was keep quiet. He immediately shows that he was angry because he was insulted. So he left the royal presence, that is Darbar, and he went to his residence, that is to his house. The emperor's treachery. Treachery means betrayal of trust. The trust pact Shivaji had on the emperor was broken by the deeds of the emperor. Aurangzeb ordered some guards. Why did he do so? He ordered these guards to be posted all around Shivaji's residence. Shivaji and his son Sambhaji Raje was inside of the house, and the emperor's guards were posted all around the house, making Shivaji and his son emperor's prisoners. Days passed, weeks passed, nothing would change. Shivaji and his son were still prisoners, and so Shivaji petitioned to the emperor. He asked for permission to return to the state of Maharashtra, but every time his request was turned down. Then Shivaji made up his mind to escape from the clutches of the emperor. What did Shivaji do? He obtained the emperor's permission. He sent back some of his men who accompanied Shivaji when he came to Agra. He asked the emperor, "Can I send these people back the south and the permission was granted by emperor. The emperor was very happy. He thought that Shivaji would be all alone. The men who were with him would leave him and go back to Maharashtra. He would be isolated. Shivaji and his son, along with the two servants, Hiroji Farjan and Madari Mehtar, were in the residence, that is, as a prisoners, whereas the others who had accompanied Shivaji left the place. After this, Shivaji's mind was making some plans. What is the plan? Shivaji decided to fall sick. He pretended that he was ill. He complained to the emperor of the severe pain in the stomach. So doctors were called. Doctors were treating Shivaji. Shivaji told the emperor that he would like to send huge baskets of the sweets to the sadhus and the Maulavis for his quick recovery. Escape from Agra. Huge baskets were sent to the holy people because Shivaji wanted to recover soon. In the beginning, the guards were checks the baskets. In the course of time, guards got tired of checking and they stopped checking baskets. One evening, Shivaji made Hiroji sleep in his bed and he asked Madari to massage his feet. So, what would the guards think? That Shivaji is sleeping and the servant is massaging his feet. Then Shivaji and Sambhaji hid themselves in two of the many baskets. The baskets were supposed to filled with sweets and allowed to pass unchecked. So Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Raje got out quickly from the place and escaped. Finally they reached the place where Shivaji's people's servants were waiting with horses ready for flight. In the meantime, Hiroji and Madari left the house in Agra under the pretext that of getting some medicine. Pretext means gives an excuse. The emperor comes to know about Shivaji's escape the next day. The emperor was wild with rage. That means he was very angry. His sardars were frightened. Emperor sent spies all over the country to trace Shivaji, but all in vain. Once Shivaji escaped, the Maratha lion was never again to caught in the emperor's net. In disguise, Shivaji Maharaj started towards Maharashtra. Disguise means he changed his appearance and he left his son Sambhaji Raje behind in a safe place at Mathura. In due course, he reached Rajgarh. When he reached over there, Jijamata was overjoyed, happy to see his son Shivaji safe back home. 2 months later, Sambhaji Raje also arrived safely at Rajgarh. With great skill and daring, Shivaji gave the slip to the emperor and reached to his house safely, that is to his kingdom in Maharashtra. All this took place in the year 1666. Students, I hope that you all understand the lesson.